Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everything to good all of you people. Arnon Barnes is in the house. Good to see all of you. Hey, much better. Good. So we've got Facebook in the house. We have got Instagram in the house. Harry, good to see you. Paolo, good to see you. Thank you. Bless you too, big man. Bless you too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Today we've got an exciting session. Going to be talking to you about Rebel Entrepreneur, one of the books that I've written. And I'm going to share with you three things, as always. Timo, good to see you. I'm going to share with you today three things that as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, you need to know, you need to master. Oh my goodness, you need to do. Okay? So, let's give everyone a moment to connect. By the way, if you can hear me, if you're connected right now, just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up so I know you can hear me. And we're going to dive right in. And as usual, I have got the book here, which I'm going to share with you guys in a moment. So if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up. Yeah, good. Timur, good to see you. Yes. Okay, great. So let's dive right in. A couple of things. First of all, I want all of you to understand that you as a person in business and in life, you're going to wear at any given time one of two hats. You're either going to wear the hat of the pleaser, right? The person who wants to please everyone and is just coming from a pleaser mentality and a pleaser mindset and is here to please others, right? That's one hat. The other hat is the hat of the rebel, That's right. So at any given time, you have two hats. You've got the hat of the pleaser or the hat of the rebel, and you have to choose which hat you are going to wear depending on the situation, what's going on in your life, what's going on in the business, and so forth. So the reason I share that with you is because one of the key things you need to understand, if you are going to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to wear more the hat of the rebel. An entrepreneur, a person who starts their own business, starts their own company, is oftentimes the person that will rebel against the system. I don't want to get a 9 to 5 until I'm 65. It's called a job, J-O-B, right? Just over broke, okay? Jump out of bed, J-O-B, jump out of bed to be J-O-B, just over broke. That's what an employee is. Now, again, I've got nothing against employees. I know people that are employees that are so happy and they love what they're doing. So bless all the employees. Not for me, but bless all the employees. So you got to understand, if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, if you're going to be a successful businessman or businesswoman, you've got to wear, remember we've got two hats. We've got the hat of the pleaser and we've got the hat of the rebel. I'm telling you, if you want to build a successful business, you want to be a great entrepreneur, you have to wear more the hat of the rebel. You have to rebel against the norm. Okay? Very important. So that's the first thing I want to share with you. Now, the second thing that I want to share with you, if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, successful businessman, successful businesswoman, the second key, and I talk about this in my book, right? The second thing you need to do is there are a few principles you need to learn how to master. I always say the greatest treasures on planet Earth are reserved for the action takers. What does it mean? It means that most people never pull the trigger, right? And one of the key things about being an entrepreneur is you've got to be able to stomach risk. In other words, you've got to be able to make mistakes, and learn each time from those mistakes. But the key thing is the doing, okay? We're living in a doing universe, okay? If you want to manifest from the inner world to the outer world, the bridge is called doing. So you've got to be in doing mode. You've got to be in action mode. That's why I say the greatest treasures on planet Earth are reserved for the action takers. And so a lot of people never take action. So they've got a great idea, right? They've got a great concept, right? And they're holding the seeds of this great idea in their hand. And all they have to do is plant the seeds of creation, right? And they go ahead and they say, today's not the right day. Today I'm not feeling great. Today's Wednesday, I want to start always on a Monday. The sun is not shining at its brightest, so I'm not going to plant the seeds today. And the universe is thinking, oh my goodness, dude, plant the freaking seed. Here's the secret, my friends. When you plant the seed, the universe will show up. The universe says, look, you plant the seed, I will bring the sun and I will bring the rain. But most people, they hold on the seed forever, right? Today's not the right time. Oh, I've got to think about it. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, am I good enough? Oh, who will buy it? Oh, who will... And we come up with all these SIDs, self-inflicting doubts, that cause us never to plant the seed, never to take action, never to move into the doing energy. And so what's very important is freaking plant the seed. The universe is looking at you and saying, dude, plant the seed. Don't worry. You plant the seed, I will bring the rain, I will bring the sun, and it will grow. And so the second thing that I'm going to share with you, again, I talk about this in my book, is that if you want to succeed as a business owner, as a business leader, as an entrepreneur, you have to be in the energy of doing. You've got to be in the energy of taking action. Most people, they get stuck and they don't start. And what do? They go like this, right? They go like this, right? They go, ready, aim, and they never freaking pull the trigger. What you want to do is you want to get ready. You want to fire and then aim. So instead of it being ready, aim, fire, or aim, ready, fire, it's got to be ready, fire, aim. Ready, fire, aim. Because most people, all they do, they aim for their entire lives. And they never freaking pull the trigger. And I talk about that in my book, okay? So, number one, you're going to decide, are you going to wear the pleaser hat or are you going to wear the rebel hat? The greatest entrepreneurs on the planet always wore more the hat of the rebel. Now, you're going to have to know when to put the hat of the pleaser on. But number one, you've got to wear the hat of the rebel more often than the hat of the pleaser. That's the first thing. The second thing is you've got to be a doer. Like I said earlier, we're living in a doing universe. Okay, if you want to manifest from the inner world to the outer world, that bridge is called doing. That bridge is called action. The name of the game is action. Okay, I talk about that when I'm on stage. When I'm on stage, I teach. I tell people the name of the game is action. Okay, so that's the second thing. The third thing that I want to leave with you that I talk about in my book, very important, And again, I talk about quite a few things, right? The book is called Rebel Entrepreneur, How to Win the Game of Business and Break Free from What's Holding You Back. So the third thing that I want to talk about is something that a lot of people forget about. They don't put an emphasis on, and as a result, they end up being miserable. And that is the spiritual energy of being grateful. Being grateful. I always say the best attitude is an attitude of gratitude. There's a lot of unwritten laws in the universe, right? So there's the law of attraction. I'm sure some of you heard of the law of attraction. There's the law of intention. There's the law of reciprocity. There's the law of proximity. There's also the law of thanks. And the law of thanks, or the law of gratitude, basically says, unless you appreciate what you have and what you've got, you will not get more. Or if you do end up getting more, you will squander it, lose it, or it will tend to make you miserable. And that's why one of the key foundational energies, and I talk about this in my book, one of the key foundational energies, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, a successful businessman, is the energy of gratitude. The best attitude is an attitude of gratitude. So yeah, you want to celebrate when your company hits €100 million or £100 million or $100 million evaluation, but be grateful for the first meeting that you get, for your first client, for the first invoice that gets paid, right? And build on the energy of gratitude. Okay? So, just a short, another words of wisdom on Wednesday with Arnon. I hope you guys got value. I hope you enjoyed this session. This is my book. And by the way, you can find it on Amazon. And the reason why, if you go on Amazon, you're going to see it is there. I'm not trying to make any money out of it. This is not my money-making activities. This tool, this guide, this book, this gift, I created so that you have zero excuses and get it so you can learn from it. So you'll find it on Amazon. It's dirt cheap. But again, it wasn't designed for me to make money out of it. Some people write a book and they're like, oh, I'm going to make money out of my book. My book, I just put it together to serve and spread as much light as possible. So if you want to check it out, it's called Rebel Entrepreneur. It is on Amazon and it's an easy read. But more than that, listen, I hope you guys got some value today. If you enjoyed this session, feel free to tag other people. This session will go live on Facebook, on my fan page. It will be up shortly on Instagram. So please, if you got value, if you get value from listening to me, tag more people. I want to spread as much light as possible. So until next week, stay strong, stay powerful, and remember to have freaking fun. Have fun, guys. Cheers.